start every video with a smile. That world famous smile. Congestion is slowly going away. I gotta admit, I have ate oatmeal. I started out with quinoa like on Friday night and wound up getting some oatmeal last night. I'll still be mixing like chia seeds and was it hemp seeds in it to get that protein and stuff. But reason why is as you're flushing, man, my backside is taking a beating. It is stuff coming out, and it's hey. I don't know if anybody knows what the world famous hemorrhoids is, but yeah, 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 yeah. You want some relief, you know. You want some good relief. So it's a very interesting feeling. You know, you want relief. You want relief from hemorrhoids. As we put it, hemorrhoids. Want relief from it. So I studied and found out quinoa. It doesn't add bulk. I guess it helps to release the stuff coming out of it, like binds to it. I think the oatmeal adds more bulk to it. It just makes your stuff just more together, and it's still high in fiber, but it's pushing it out better. Hi to you too. Oh wait, I know who that person is. I know who that person is. Who is this person right here? Who is that person right there? Who is that person right there? I need to know who that person is. Who is that person? Who is that person right there? Uh-huh. So, you put everything on this phone saying you're back. Are you on the live stream? So, I just turned this phone on recently, so that's why I had to do the laundry. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's not who I think it is. Maybe it's someone totally different. Maybe it's not the person I thought it was. Well, okay, excuse me. So, oh boy. We're in the sauna, starting to sweat. We ain't got it cranked up too much because you don't want to melt your phone in here. So, don't want to melt your phone. Oh man, but yeah, I had to take some oatmeal. I had to do something. It's flowing out. It's flowing out. Just watching what you eat. The biggest thing is getting to the point where, yes, I worked out yesterday. We did almost an hour on camera. We worked out, did a little easy session. The biggest thing is getting out to the park and walking. Getting on that elliptical in the morning, doing 30 minutes, getting up, doing 30 minutes on the elliptical. That's going to be the game changer in this whole thing. It's getting there and doing the cardiovascular work. That's going to help with a lot of other stuff. The eating is going to help. The eating right is going to tremendously help. The fasting, getting to fast where you can fast and not eat for over 24 hours, cranking it up to 48 hours. That's going to help tremendously. So, we're just trying to get there. Not trying, the game plan is to get there. It's to move that direction. So, that is the game plan. To move into that direction. So, yeah. Oh, man. I thought somebody was about to come in here. So. Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah. Hey, how you doing now? Oh, no, if you need to, you come in.
Can I? You want the heat or
Oh,
shall I
crank
turn
it up, crank it up. If it gets too hot, I'm gonna leave up out of here.
Oh, turn
Yeah,
it down.
crank it up, crank it up. Now we got company, but yeah.
Oh, you're streaming?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
good.
man, you got it, you got
It's
it.
okay. You
I'm
carry
not
on.
doing anything special.
It's okay.
Yeah, yeah. My man wanted to be respectful. Talk on the live stream. You know, ask questions. Be a investigative reporter, a journalist or whatever. Oh, okay. Was that you who said hi? Some people being so top secret, like they're secret agents around here. You know. All right. And that's what I needed to know. I just made you a moderator. Oh yeah. Oh okay, man. Yeah. Like I said, I wish he had stayed in here. Man, we could have had a conversation on camera. Man, I had a conversation a minute ago with someone on camera. What am I doing? I'm trying to focus on something. Having a hard time focusing. Yeah, now I had a conversation with someone earlier, but I want to talk about that subject, but man, they were telling me they had been in the same location for 30 plus years, and I was like, for real? I was like, whoa. They were telling me details of, how things were, and things have changed. This society, I go back to, I was doing more security stuff at the turn of the century, corrections and security at the turn of the century. I'm using the word turn of the century because it's the 26 years into it now. And I remember doing the world famous 9/11 here. Right after that, security in this country just became the thing, from taking your shoes and belt off and all this extra stuff getting on a plane. See, I never knew anything otherwise because I did not ever fly until after the 9/11 incident. I never flew. So I only knew, the protocols that are, going on now. And, people are talking about how lax it used to be. I got to understand, at one point in time, people actually smoked on airplanes. At some point in time, people actually smoked on airplanes. That's amazing. I think there's some point in time there were actually big seats on airplanes, like it was almost like a couch that had seat belts. So a lot of things have changed. A lot of security things have changed now. So that's a reason. It's a reason for it all. There's you push an issue, you push an agenda, and then you scare the masses into a lot of stuff, and people are part of the issue and they don't even notice it. They go see these movies, they are part of these things, and they see these different things. They don't understand that entertainment is like edutainment, like they're educating you and training you at the same time. They're putting in the movies in frame because, like I say, you go to a movie and you see a movie about them invading a foreign country, and 2 years later, there's a similarity where almost exactly to the movie they invaded in four countries. Well, I'll use this one even as a better example. Uh, the movie Man on Fire with Dakota Fanning, Christopher Walken, and the world famous Denzel Washington. Uh, A lot of that movie was made in a video game form known as Max Payne 3. And the reason why, if you look at Max Payne 3 is it's Max Payne, but it's almost totally different from Max Payne 1 and 2. One of the differences is they're not in America; they're in Brazil. Now there's a chapter in there. They go back to America where it shows where I think his name was Pablo who got him and got him from America and gave him the opportunity to come to Brazil to be a what was it a bodyguard, personal bodyguard for the elite, the rich, the oligarchs. And so they showed that, him going back, and then there's some stuff where you see his wife's grave and other people's graves and stuff like that. And he's reminiscing, but it's basically mostly in Brazil. And then I think Panama, there was a boat trip to Panama on a luxury yacht that went wrong. But Max Payne 3 is basically the movie Man on Fire with Denzel Washington. I mean, you could look it up. It's not the same, but so many of the scenarios are the same. He's protecting a woman, but in Man on Fire is a little girl, Dakota Fanning, and Max Payne 3 is more he's protecting the family of the rich, which one he has to go get the wealthy guy who paid him go get his wife back. Where it is, one is in Brazil, another one's in Mexico. Just as some of the cinematics and stuff in it, But that's how they do it. That's how they get you. Hollywood is to show you what they want to do, and then they do it in front of your face, and you are complicit in it. So many of the ones whose third eyes open, their minds are awakened. Like when they say they vote, they don't vote for, the people, they're voting. They'll go in there and vote for themselves. You do not want to loan your energy to beings that do not have your best interest in mind. That's basically it. You don't want to loan your energy to whoever does not have your best energy, wishes in mind. So you got to think about that. If you give someone your energy, and what do they do with your energy? What do they do with your thoughts and with your will? And then another thing, I was listening to Billy Carlson he was talking about the statistics on veterans. So many veterans, after they get out of the military, they're unaliving themselves, or even while they're in the military, they're unaliving, because I know people are taking the job for money and the opportunity to go to school, to get investments, to get housing loans, all these other things. But the basic training, you're not typically killing anybody. But the moment they ask you to go into a conflict, you can't just say, man, I ain't doing that. Because then they're going to lock you up and dishonorable discharge. And a dishonorable discharge over here is just like you getting out of prison. You starting over from scratch. You starting over from scratch. That's as simple as that. You starting over from scratch. It ain't going to be easy. A dishonorable discharge is, it's just, it's a mark on your record that is very, very hard to reprove yourself. And a lot of people have a hard time trying to, get that. You're not going to get it off your record. Just, you got to reprove yourself, and, you've got to find other opportunities. It's just like you coming out of prison. That's a very difficult stamp they put on you to redo from. It doesn't matter if they say you've served your time, you've done your time, you did the crime, did the time. After that, you're basically like rebuilding. It's like you wiping your credit out with bankruptcy, and then you're trying to start all over and live a comfortable lifestyle. Look, if you're starting over from scratch and you don't have hidden money and assets and properties, no. It's very, very difficult. Like when you see people who were multimillionaires and they filed bankruptcy and their lifestyle almost continues after that like nothing really, cuz they hid money, they hid property, they hid resources and finances with other people who loan back to them and stuff. Oh, it's a very tricky game. But those who don't have those opportunities, you don't have a cousin Jake who's going to give you 100,000 and basically just say, "Hey, pay back if you can." Life ain't easy. So, same thing with a dishonorable discharge. You get a dishonorable discharge from the military. Hey, it's interesting. It's interesting. So, but that being said, look, we're just kind of rambling here. It is good to do a live video. We put the treatment in our hair. We're still working on it. We're still working on the hair growth. So we're just doing what we can. We're just doing what we can. I'm gonna get out of here. I really need to go walking. The cardiovascular, just getting out to nature. I just haven't been to the park, haven't really walked in a long time. The only thing about being on a cleanse, you really got to know, okay, I ate this, I used the restroom. When do you think another movement is coming? Because you don't want to be caught without a restroom. The first, what was the first day or the second? It was either first or second day. I was back at work, and I was driving. I was trying to get to another place where I knew they had a good restroom, private. It's kind of a private restroom area, and I got stopped by a train, and I was like, "Oh no." I wound up having to get out of the car and kind of just clutch myself. It was like, man, it was coming. Then I remembered another place. I was like, wait, this place is close by. So I drove to that place real quick, got into the restroom, and not to give you the details, but it was a lot. A lot came out because the herbs, especially the chelation 1, the liquid chelation, the bitter, is fighting against a lot of the parasites and microorganisms. And boy, it just stimulates your bowels. And boy, you just be pushing it. So you really gotta, like the first week or so on a major cleanse, you gotta have that mindset. No, okay, if I go walk in the park, is there a restroom close by? Or or maybe bring some tissue paper or some wipes with you, because you're gonna do some old school stuff. I'm telling you, you gotta go. It ain't no, I can walk back home. I remember when I was younger, I thought that, man, I was in my, I think 20s. It had to been close to 20s. And I was taking a cleanse. That was one of the Dr. Savers going back to 2002, 2003. I was on a cleanse and I did 2 in a row. I remember with Madonna, I bought one and I did real good and I was feeling good, feeling great. Like I said, that stuff seemed to be so easier back then. And I did the second one, and where I was living, I was in Atlanta. I had to do the transit system, and I didn't have a bike at the time, so I could that's how I kind of know the dates. I knew it was before 2000 and 2003. I mean, if I said 20, I mean 2002, 2003. I know it was before 2004 because I didn't have the bike at that time. I got that bike in about 2003 to 2004. Didn't have my bike, and I was walking home from the bus stop. Just all was downhill, and I was like, I can make it. Now I had a chance at the MARTA train station to use the restroom there, and I didn't. That was one of the biggest mistakes I ever said, because you don't have to touch the seat, man. You can just stand over and just plop, damn. But yeah, I just put it like that. That was one of the most horrible moments of my life. Oh man, that was very messy, moment in life. I don't know if you've ever experienced that on yourself before. That's a grown man being a baby. And I learned, I was like, no, when it's got to go, stuff like that, because a lot of it comes with a lot of gas too. You're constantly passing gas. And so, holding it one thing, when you're clutching, you're holding yourself and you're not having to pass gas, you can kind of hold it. But when that gas builds up too, and you got to let that gas go, there's no surviving that. It's coming. You let that gas go, everything else is coming with it. And that's a lesson. Hey, we're 20 minutes into the video. Probably not even 1% of people are ever going to hear this, but this is maybe I need to do a short video. I told someone I was going to do a video on something. I forgot what I was going to do the video. I said it in the live stream yesterday. I need to go back and see what I was going to do a video on. But look, the temperature's starting to go down in here. The heat's off. So I'm going to go and get up out of here. I wish everyone peace, health, wealth. We give gratitude always as I leave you with a smile. Woohoo.